Good morning, Anderson's Mayor Tom Broderick, and I'm with Maintenance Superintendent of the Parks Department, Tom Tacket, and we're standing a little bit on a hill out here at Pulaski Park. How you doing today, Tom?
Just fine, sir. A little chilly, but we're doing good.
It is a little chilly. And right behind us, as you guys can see, there's some deconstruction going on, and we're excited to announce and talk a little bit about some really great improvements that are going to take place out here at Pulaski Park. Tom, first off, let's talk about the guys that are back here doing this work. I know they've worked for us before, and they've always done a great job on several of our park improvements that we've done in the last few years. Tell us about these guys.
Yeah, these guys are a great crew, installation crew of playground equipment. They're May Construction, May properties. They're out of Bloomington. They're contracted with Sinclair Playground Corporation, and this is the third year now that they've worked for us in playground construction, and they're an awesome group. They're here all the time. They work hard, work smart, right on time.
Yeah, if you're folks at home, if you're familiar, hopefully you are, with some of the new improvements we've had out at the Gator Center, for example, Shadyside, the main Shadyside Park off of Broadway, and then Shadyside out by the lake off Alexandra Pike. They did all that work, and not only do they do a great job, they do it quick.
Very quick. We get together early, program it out, and we've got this one staged for a month and a half. It should be no problem. We'll have it done before the kids get out of school.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. And so as far as obviously everything's coming out behind us with the exception of the corkscrew slide that you see behind us. A few years ago, that was donated to us by the Rotary Club, as I recall.
Right.
And I remember being out here for that dedication a few years ago now. So we're keeping it. It's still in good shape. But we've got a lot of other cool stuff coming. Talk a little bit about what that's going to look like.
Well, the new playground is going to be much bigger than this. The composite, the main composite, is going to have a lot more challenges to it, more slides, good swing sets, more of those. And of course, we're going to save the slide that the Rotary helped us with, and it's in great shape, and the colors are going to match and everything. But again, the footprint of the playground is going to be much larger. There's going to be more play area. Much more for the more standalones too.
And like you said, more of a play area. We can sort of see the footprint, I think, from where the camera angle is, and it's going to push back this way a little bit farther, right? Go back towards to the west, and then also a little bit to the east also.
And it'll widen out a little bit too. So we're going to use this whole area down in here among the trees.
And again, this is Pulaski Park, right off of 38th Street. Tom and I were talking a little bit earlier before we started filming, and so your recollection is that this park was developed in around 1972 or so.
Yeah, into 72 to 76, I believe. As I recall, it was about 76 when the final touches were put to it. This playground composite you see is we've kept it up over the years, but it goes back to the middle 90s, so it's due to be upgraded and new innovative things in the playground world.
And I know we're also targeting down the road, not too far away, doing some improvements to the restroom that's across the way from us here, that's adjacent to the Ball Diamond.
Yeah, that's correct. We're looking at new restrooms, so that's in your plan, and we're ready to push forward on that one.
And then of course we have two shelter houses here. We had one that we took one down and then put another up, and then basically repaired one.
Yeah, right. We repaired one, took one down. The old one was out here in the approximately in the middle of the area. It was a little ways away. It's been there since the middle 70s, and it was just too far away from everything else. And also, we're in heavy rains, it gets a little soggy. So we got all that out of there. It got damaged and moved the new one forward. It's working out real well.
Well, and like you said, we started working with this particular crew, and particularly the Sinclair company, which under them they also have Playtime. Game time. And they do a great job. They're the folks that we've been able to order our equipment through the last 3, maybe 4 years. And it's allowed us to, they have a program that it's allowed us to basically get about 50% off the retail cost of the equipment itself. Then they subcontract with May that we work with, who actually does the installation. We tried to talk Tom into doing installation himself, but he passed.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I've done a little bit of that in the past, but over the years. But yeah, I'm leaving it to the young guys now.
Well, this stuff here is so really complex, and there's so much more to these systems than there used to be when it was just a swing or maybe even a slide. And so the reality is you need some professionals that really know what they're doing, and especially guys that have done it time and time again. That's one of the reasons they can move through it so quick.
Yes, that's correct. They do it for a living. They know best.
We're proud that we've really done a lot to increase the budget for the park department. We feel strongly about it. There was a time back around 2008, 2009 when, because of tax caps and property tax caps and so forth, that the park department took a really big financial hit, and they were down about $800,000 a year budget. And at the present time, we've got a little over $3.5 million on our general budget, and then we also have additional budget for Grandview, where we have non-reverting funds that come in through the fees through golf play and so forth. So you put all that together, it's a pretty sizable budget, much bigger than it was. And then we also set aside additional funds through our Board of Works, about $700,000 a year, mainly focused for improvements to the playgrounds. And that money, particular money, is what is being used in this project. We have this project planned this year, plus also one out in Meadowbrook.
Correct. Yeah, Meadowbrook will be after this one.
And the Meadowbrook one is the one that runs along the ditch area there. It's an old playground. It's been there forever. And in fact, a good portion of that's been demoed out already by these guys. And now we're just waiting for some approval from the Department of Natural Resources, such as in an area that they want to make sure it doesn't have a flood issue.
That's correct. It's close. We're on the fringe of the floodplain with the Stanley Ditch, and so we got to get that clearance, and it takes a while with DNR to get that. So that's what we're waiting on.
Well, Tom, we appreciate everything you do and your whole team, and we thank the folks at home that come out and enjoy the playgrounds. We have 30 parks in Anderson. About 25, 27 of them are in really good condition, and we're just continuing to work away to get them all where we want them to be. That way they'll be top-notch for the folks that live here, and also attractive to people that live out of community who want to come here and visit.
Yeah, well, Mayor, I want to thank you and your administration, because if it wasn't for you and your thought, we wouldn't be getting all this done. So we've done a lot here in the last 2.5 administrations.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I can just tell you that it's really a team effort, but you do have to have a concern and a care about quality of life, quality of place, and I'm a big believer that parks is a major part of that. So we appreciate again everything you're doing. So keep tuned for more things coming up. We'll be announcing shortly also downtown Anderson before long. We're going to be kicking off the summer concert series again. We'll be in a short order be posting up those events as well as several other downtown events that are going on down there at Dickman. So keep tuned, and thank you for watching Anderson TV.
Thank you.